Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? I just got off of work. I left Walmart and I'm going to, oh shit, I'm going to pick up my baby from daycare now, man. But peak game, man, I want to talk about some shit, man. This pound for pound list. We gotta go back to this shit once again, man, because now I'm seeing that Canelo was no longer on top of on the pound for pound list because he took an L 2 weeks ago. I don't know how I feel about it, man, because with a lot of people, usually when you get beat, you get bumped off, you lose your rankings or whatever, and it's understandable. You're not supposed to hold the #1 position if you just lost. However, with him, he moved up to fight a champion in a higher division. He didn't lose his stature in the division that he's in, that he's dominant and king over. He has yet to do that, man. So I'm seeing a lot of people I seen some cats put Jamal and Gervonta Davis top of the pound for pound list, or just in there. Even if they're for them to even be mentioned in the top 10 is kind of absurd to me. But I've seen people put them in there, and I'm just like, yo, man, this shit is wild. This is really wild, man. What is your criteria on the pound for pound list? You know, like, what do y'all put into it? Because a lot of it is favoritism. A lot of it is who you like. A lot of it is who you like, or who's the more popular fighter. Gervonta Davis is a dude who can move a little bit of units here and there. So, oh, he was a champion, and there's this narrative that he's a 3-division world champion. So, yo, he's on the pound for pound list. Jamal Charlo, oh shit, well, you know, this is who the PBC, he's one of the faces of the PBC, and he's a 2-division world champion. So we put him up there, even though he's never unified. And he didn't fight anybody for the strength that he has now. That's my thing, you dig? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's the criteria for you coming up with your pound for pound rankings, man? Because it's just a little bit ridiculous how everybody is just kind of, you know, like, I'm not opposed to the shit talk. I'm not, you know, Canelo's niggas don't like him. That comes with the territory of being the top dog. What's up with my shit? That comes with the territory of being a top dog, man. Floyd went through it, Manny went through it, Roy went through it, Lennox went through it, Tyson went through it. Everybody's gonna go through that. You're gonna have your fair share of detractors. I'm not mad at that. And when they lose, because it's motherfuckers hoping that you lose so they can say, I told you so. I get it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not the shit talk that I'm mad at. It's not the dragging, because a lot of the shit that they be putting up in these boxing chats, I laugh at, because I'm like, yo, that shit was hilarious right there. But it's just the level of just idiocy and illogicalness that goes into it. How the fuck is Canelo Alvarez no longer on the pound for pound list when he's still undisputed at 168 pounds? I can't seem to understand that. We clap at him because he did, you know, he went up and he fought Bivol. Oh man, he fought a cherry pick all wrong. That wasn't no cherry. Anybody who was saying that Bivol was a cherry pick is the biggest casual ever. Better be, none of them would be, if he was going to cherry pick a champion at 175 pounds, it would be Joe Smith Jr. Because he's not the better opposition between the three of them. He'd offer the least amount of resistance. But even then, that's not a cherry pick. Why? Because he's fighting a champion in a higher division who's acclimated to that division. No rehydration clauses, none of that shit. He's acclimated to being a 175 pounder. He's acclimated to the power of fighting 175 pounders. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it with y'all niggas. I don't get it with y'all. It's no sense of logic. You know, all logic escapes y'all the minute somebody that y'all are the detractor of loses. And that's literally what it is. That's the long and short of it. Your senses go exit stage left the minute he takes a L. I can't take you serious if you would say Bivol was a cherry pick gone wrong. I take you serious if you say Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury was a cherry pick to Deontay Wilder. Yeah, why? Because he was inactive. That's a different ball game. Dmitry Bivol was fresh. He just fought Umar Salimov earlier in the year. He's active. He's an active world champion. So because of I just don't get that. And he's one of the 2 best in the division. And one of the 2 best that has the style that historically gives Canelo the biggest issues, man. You can't sit here and tell me with a straight face that Bivol was a cherry pick gone wrong. I can't look at a lot of you dudes and be like, yo, man, I mean, he has a really good analysis and good boxing takes on this. No. Fuck no. Hell the fuck no. Dmitry Bivol was simply too much for him that night. No more, no less. And he should be commended for doing that. But they won't commend him because they feel like, oh, he ran from so and so and so and so. Like, no. Even though his actions have proved otherwise. So why would do we take him completely off the pound for pound list, or do we just move him down the rankings? Because he still won in what? See, Bud, Usyk, Josh Taylor, Canelo, Jimmy. He still one of 5 people in the past 12 years. Bud was the first, he set that precedent in 2017. So he's one of 5 people in the last 12 years, a decade plus, to go undisputed. Something that Earl is still trying to do. Something that Jermell just did. He did it, and he did it in under a calendar year. I'm really like confused with a lot of you dudes. I'm confused. Then you would take his name off and replace him with Gervonta Davis and Jermall Charlo. Gervonta Davis. I was just talking with my name Rondell. I was with the bro Rondell at the homies, memorial just yesterday, man, and he was talking, man, you be in the boxing? Oh man, how you think Tank gonna do against Charlo? I don't give a fuck about that fight, man. Like, nah, that ain't the move, man. That ain't the move. But he gonna beat the shit out of Rolly. I hope he beats the shit out of Rolly. I hope he does. I don't know how I feel about Spanish motherfuckers saying, where nigga, crash him. Beat him bloody. Outline that man in chalk. Do what you need to do. So I hope he wins. I'm not about to be watching the fight. Fuck no. All the 135 pounders in your division, you choose Rolly Romero? Nah, I'm good, homie. And you don't even put up any sort of resistance and objections when they tell you you're fighting Rolly Romero or Isaac Cruz or Leo Santa Cruz. There's no objections. You go along with it, and because you go along with it, you ain't fought nobody, no champion at 135 pounds. You're on the pound for pound list over a Canelo. Yikes! That is absurd to me. That's absurd. So people have really took into, really just digging into Canelo, just sinking their claws into Canelo and denigrating him for his loss and laughing at him. And I mean, it comes with the territory, man. I don't even think anybody should get mad except Canelo and come back with a fury. Simple as that. I've seen Clarissa Shields give her takes on it, and she has a point. They all have points. They all have them. Like, the shit is whack. Not everybody does this. Not everybody, they saying he's 5'8". Motherfuckers are talking about he's closer to 5'6", 5'7". Motherfuckers don't jump up to 175 pounds and challenge a champion up there who has a style that historically gives you problems. Motherfuckers don't do that. Canelo did it. Because of that, he should be dropped off of the pound for pound rankings. It's been a lot of salt thrown at him, and I'm hearing Andre Ward's, oh man, he wasn't too small for Bivol. You know, he fought the wrong man. You know, I don't get it, man. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, you're the same nigga who said he wouldn't fight him, and then when he decided to fight him, you said it was a chariot. Now that he's lost to him, it was the wrong man to fight. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Y'all are that high up on unproven fighters, dog, that y'all are mad that he didn't fight. It's not his fault that David Benavidez couldn't keep the cocaine out of his nose. It's not his fault the IBF rejected his petition to go fight Andre. It's not his fault. Well, technically, I mean, you can say that it is his fault with Andre. His team was slow on the trigger. Yeah, you can say that. You can say it's not his fault that Charlo rejected a lucrative offer to fight him. It's not his fault. Why do we keep blaming? You know, like, you're mad at, everybody's mad at him, but they're not mad at the individuals. You're not mad at Golden Boy for being slow and pulling the trigger to get that fight signed. You're not mad at PBC and Tom Brown and Al Heyman for telling Charlo to reject that offer. You're not mad at them for that. You're mad at him for that. I'm on record saying I want him to go and fight the motherfuckers that they have been saying that he's been ducking for years. I want him to go and fight them. I thought him jumping up to light heavyweight was a little too premature. Like, no, you don't need, gradually move up. Go handle the rest of your business at 68 first, and then take a dive into 175. Cause there's some 175 pounders who could damn sure fight at heavyweight, or at the very least cruiserweight. But the fact that I can't be mad at it, when you sit back and you think about it, like, I can't be mad at him for going to fight Bivol. Just everybody's energy completely changed. It really shifted after he beat Canelo. After Bivol beat Canelo. Oh, he was better than I thought he was. You're not watching boxing, man. It's clear as day. You're not watching fight. You're not watching boxing. You're not. You'll watch the Charlos and Tank and Wild. You'll watch them cats who have a little bit more of a high pro. Lomachenko, you'll possibly watch him. Teofimo. You're not keeping an eye out for Better B. You didn't watch Better B versus Marcus Brown. You didn't watch that. You didn't watch Bivol versus Joe Smith. You ain't watch Bivol versus fucking Sullivan Barrera on HBO. You didn't watch none of that. The glamour divisions at the moment are sub 75, between 30 and 68. Those are the glamour divisions that everybody, that kind of gets the attention of everybody. But the minute now that he's lost, it was people saying that this year was a cherry pick, and now that he lost, he better than I thought. And it's still some people saying this was a cherry pick gone wrong. And it's a head scratcher listening to a lot of you cats go on these boxing spaces and talk the shit that y'all talk. It is just complete and utter buffoonery listening to y'all or reading y'all comments and shit. I'm like, y'all niggas are some doofuses. God damn. The fact that you have Gervonta and Jamal on a pound for pound. We take Canelo Alvarez off to insert Gervonta Davis and Jamal Charlo. Even though with that loss, he has still achieved a milestone that the likes of those fighters have not yet achieved, which is being undisputed, which is at the unified. It's just completely blasphemous, man, with you niggas, bro. And it's like, goddamn, it's no shame in the blasphemy. It's no shame. It's no sense of logic. It's just simply, he's black and Canelo lost, and we're glad that he lost. We're overjoyed that he lost, so we're just gonna kick him while he's down. And I don't even think that he's down, honestly. I just think it's just an opportunity to take your digs out, and which comes with the territory of being a fight fan. I'm not mad at that, but goddamn. Logic. And it just logic just eludes you dudes because it goes against the narrative. So that's how I feel about it, man. Niggas is just ridiculous, man. I'm out. I'm going to pick up my daughter. Deuces.